Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm just fixing something up. Um, I'm fixing my Facebook because it kind of did not work. So give me just a second. I'm live on YouTube. Hello YouTube. Welcome everyone, whoever have joined me on YouTube. Um, while we are at it, I'm going to play some of my favorite music. It really helps with meditation practices because I've been practicing breath work for a while and it really helps. So, music, if you're a beginner, music really music. We're just going to select we get into it. I want if you're practicing breath work now, I would like to request everyone to get comfortable seated, or you can sit on a chair in erect position. If you have a block, get a block because we'll be sitting here for an hour. Live everywhere. So we are live everywhere. TikTok, Facebook. Now, we start our breathwork series today. We are going to be seated in a very comfortable position. You can sit cross-legged. You can take the support of a wall, or you can take a support of a block. You can sit on a block. Make sure your backbone is straight. And to make your backbone straight, you really have to sit on something because we usually don't sit on our sit bones. We just sit like uh, we slouch and we sit. So when we sit on a block, or if you have a cushion or a pillow, or anything that you can put your sit bones on. You can sit on your sit bones. Get really comfortable because we are going to be here for an hour. And if you in between, if you want to stretch your legs, feel free to stretch your legs. I'm going to. It's kind of okay. So I'm going to keep one of my blankets or one of my scarves here on the side, so I don't have to walk and like get my get my blanket or something if I get cold. So another thing is if you have a prayer beads, I use that. I do have a prayer beads that I use when I do my meditation practices. If you don't have, it's okay. If you have it, then do use your parades. I have this or Draksh, and I do like crystal, but I don't really use crystal that much, but crystal really helps. So if you have any of these, please do use it. If you're out in the fresh air, it's good. If you're in your room, make sure it's clean. Dust, you don't have a lot of dust. You have at least vacuum your cleaned or like mopped your floors, or however your room condition is. Make sure you're practicing your breath work in dust-free or kind of healthy environment because you're going to be inhaling and exhaling a lot of breath. So you will have to make sure that everything around you is, is clean, and because whatever surrounds you is your mindset. That's what your mindset will become. Pick up pick clothes that are comfortable to you because we'll be moving hands today. So if you're not comfortable, if your yoga outfit is not comfortable, please feel free to wear any loose clothing. Or if it's tight fitting, make sure you can move it so it has some kind of elasticity and you can actually move. And if you want to inhale some uh, good air, I've lit my candle. I usually practice my meditation with my incense because I'll be inhaling and exhaling, but I would not be doing breath work when I would be inhaling incense because a lot of times, whatever incense you find in the market is not actually good for you. So just be careful, be mindful about what you pick. If you haven't if you haven't had anything, make sure your belly is empty. You haven't eaten anything, and if you have, make sure it's been 5 hours. If you're a vegetarian, because vegetarian food digest um, be- uh, before. Well, if you eat meat, you can still practice this, but if you have consumed any kind of um, meat and like produce, then it's going to take some time for you to digest. So make sure your digestive system is clear. If you're practicing early in the morning, it's the best thing to do to practice breath work um, because you feel lighter and you can actually work more. And make sure you have had a glass of lukewarm water because a lot of times in this 4 day series, there comes a point where you will need lukewarm water, and it's always good to drink lukewarm water before you actually start your breathwork practices. Now, let me get to why yoga asana is important before we get to breath work. So when we do our breath work practices, or when we sit and do our meditation practices, we have to sit in the same asana for a long time. So we can always spread our legs and like stretch, and instead of getting up, we can always do this little bit of stretching here and there. However, it's always more effective and very useful if you sit and practice your breath work in one position. So if you're practicing your breath work for 30 minutes, same breath work for about 15 to 30 minutes, to be able to sit in one position, you have to practice asanas. When you practice asanas, what happens is yoga asana helps you with holding a pose. So when you hold a pose for a long time, you know what to expect. So when you're doing your downward facing dog, you know like your shoulders are getting worked up, your body is stretching, and you're trying to focus on your breath. You're trying to look at your navel. You're trying to uh, touch the floor with your heel. You're doing a whole bunch of things in one asana while you're focusing on your breath. So it's very important to practice yoga asana before you practice meditation or breath work. I haven't done. I'm not going to do any yoga asana today because I'm just giving out information. It's just a workshop, and I've done this 30 days series just so this workshop is helpful. So, in in order to sit in one position for a long time, you have to have patience. You have to relax yourself. It's a lot of work to just be staring at nothing and thinking about nothing. That comes in with our meditation practice, but in our breath work, in Sanskrit, there is a Yoga Sutra in Yog, Yog Darshan, like there is a Yoga Sutra that says Sthira Sukham Asana. It means you should, if you're able to sit in a position for a longer period of time, and Sukham, it has Sukham also, so Sthira Sukham Asana. So uh, to sit in a position and not do any kind of movement and be happy in that pose is called Sthirasukham Asana. So I'll say this in Nepali as well. जुनै पनि आसनमा हामी स्थिर भएर लामो समयसम्म बस्न सक्छौँ र त्यसमा खुसी पनि हुन सक्छौँ भने त्यसलाई स्थिर सुखम आसन भनिन्छ. So anyway, let's begin our breath work. I've talked for about 10 minutes. So today we are going to start with a simple breathwork technique. If you're a beginner, make sure that you pick a position. You can sit on your seated position. You can sit in cross-legged position, or you can sit on a chair, but you have to make sure your spine is always straight. So when you practice your breath work, you have to sit straight and your backbone has to be straight. So when you sit straight, what happens is your lungs, and chest up, you always have to have your chest up, meaning like the shoulder is straight. So when you have straight shoulders, you tend not to slouch. When you don't slouch, it will not hurt your backbone, not hurt your spine, and it's overall good for your health. And your lungs will expand when you sit straight and you have your chest wide open. So there are a few things that we'll learn along the way. I don't want to talk a lot. So for next 10 minutes or 8 to 10 minutes, we're going to practice just sitting here. Pick a mudra. I want to pick this Gyan or Dhyana mudra. It's your index finger and your thumb joined together, and we're pressing it against each other, but not putting too much focus in our mudra, not in a mudra like impressing it. So we're just touching these two, and we're going to put it on our lap. Usually, people have tendency to just make their hands straight, but just be comfortable. You don't want to like put your hands all the way out. Just put it on your thighs and just sit straight. And take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in through your nose and deep breath out through the nose. When we do our meditation practices, we are usually breathing in of the nose and out through the mouth. But in our breathwork practice, because we're focusing on our lungs, we are mostly focusing on breathing through the nose and breathing out throughout our nose. So we're just focusing at one point, and we're just focusing on one organ at a time. So in and out. Now when you do this, usually people have tendency to like just force themselves. So instead of doing that, if you just like let your breath in and out, If it's comfortable for you, please close your eyes. If it's not comfortable for you, you can open your eyes. It's all fine. Whatever is comfortable for you, you can do pick that. You can smile or you can just focus. Usually people tend to like make this weird face and eyes, and it's all right. I mean, if you're a beginner, I have done it at a point. Everybody does it, and everything is okay when you're first starting everything. So this first breath work we're doing is called Pastrika Pranayam. There are so many ways to do different kind of pranayam. When I was practicing during COVID, I was practicing from this workshop, 30 days workshop from Brian from Bali. Um, uh, he had so many techniques that we learned, and there are so many techniques. But what I suggest to you is pick a teacher, pick a guru, and stick with their technique until you learn and master it. It doesn't have to be me, or it doesn't have to be, um, some Brian, or it doesn't have to be Travis. Those are my gurus. It, you can pick your own uh, trainer, you can pick your own yoga teacher, and you can practice with them. But until you master it with them, do not keep on going to different yoga teacher. Always stick to one thing. Always stick to one yoga teacher, one guru, one person, and make sure they know what they're doing so that it doesn't hurt you. And finish and learn from one person at a time. Otherwise, you'll get confused and you'll not do anything at all. So let's sit in this position. Inhale in and out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let me play this music just so it doesn't sound like when I don't talk, it doesn't sound like there's nothing happening. So when you're doing your master pranayama, right, you are actually focusing on your lungs and you're breathing up to here. We're not using our belly. We're not using anything else. We are just using our lungs, and that's all we're doing. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And if you want, close your eyes. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. Make sure you're only focusing on your lungs and not your breath is not going all the way to your belly. It's just going to your lungs. One caution about this breath work is if you have heart related issues, high blood pressure, if you have um, cardiac related issues, any kind of heart related issues, please take your doctor's note, consult your physician, and then only practice the breath work because you don't want to get a stroke while you're trying something new online. So always consult your physician, make sure you're safe, it's safe to practice whatever you're practicing, and then only practice. Otherwise, you never know what harm it will do to your body. So you should not hold your breath um, if you are actually if you have any health condition and you try something new. So always make sure what your body needs Always learn what your body wants because you are the best judge of your body, and then only try whatever you whatever needs to be done. If you just be doing things just because you feel like doing things, you really have to know your body. If you practice anything, if you have injured forearm, if you have injured joints, you won't like hurt do anything to hurt it, right? Same thing with the breath work. It's all internal. So if you have anything heart related issues, if you shouldn't do it, do not practice this. Just don't be on this line. Just leave, but don't practice it if you have heart related condition and if you do not have your physician's note. This is just I have to say this because it's about your life. So let's get back to Pastrika Pranayam. I'm still doing this Gyan Mudra, using my eyes, inhaling, and make sure while you're at it, make sure you are sitting straight, your backbone is straight, and you're breathing in and out. Now let's do a count. Let's take a count of, let's try three, 3 seconds. So one, inhale in for 3 seconds. 1, 2, and 3. It's a short breath. And exhale. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Exhale to the count of 3. Keep practicing and exhaling. And I lost in my thoughts. Now let's do the same thing, but let's do it with 5 seconds. So deep inhale for 5 seconds. Deep exhale for 5 seconds. Inhale through your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your nose from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's try it again. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. Since this is just for the beginners, I'll show you eventually what you'll be able to do. So we can continue with our other breath work, the second breath work. So eventually you'll be able to do this. So this is a faster pace of whatever we just did. So when you practice breath work, and it feels like this kind of high when you smoke or when you do some kind of medicine, right? Like some kind of not medicine, some kind of drugs. So it really releases hormone, give you that high. For real, for like I'm not joking how important breathwork could be and how it will take you to another zone. So take a deep breath in and let's just try the medium way. Now I've like increased the pace. The first thing we did was inhaling for 5 breaths and exhaling for 5 seconds. Sorry, not 5 breaths. Inhaling for 5 seconds and exhaling for 5 seconds. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do it in a little bit of faster pace. So in between this time, when you're a beginner, you feel like drinking water because your throat is going to get dried out. But make sure you just take a break and do it. I'm seriously just because of this breath work. It's unbelievable how breath work can take you, gives you that high in life. It's beautiful. Practice it and like when you don't know the taste of something, right? And you actually have to taste it to know that. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to say, but breathwork really gets me that high. So if you want to focus and concentrate, also there is no other way than to sit and practice your breathwork because trust me, if you do it, you know it. If you don't do it, I don't know what to say. It's just unbelievably unbelievable. So let's just try this again. I will show you how to do it in a faster pace again. If you have been practicing breathwork, if you're trying throughout my life, trying something new. So I'm just going to do it in a faster pace. Make sure you're breathing through your nose and breathing in through your nose and out through your nose, not like meditation practice, breathing in through your nose and out the nose. Don't do a in and out from your mouth and your nose. We'll come back when we do our meditation workshop. We're going to get there, but at the moment we're doing our breathwork workshop, so we are going to focus. We're going to take a pause here because we are on our 30 minutes of our breathwork and we have not reached this point where we are I'm seriously high at the moment and I feel amazing. And there are several ways to do this. I'm just going to teach you one other thing that I learned from Sri Ravi Shankar. So his name is Sri Ravi Shankar, one of his students in Nepal during COVID time. You can practice the same breath work and you can use your hands so it's easier for you to open up your chest. So inhale, you're putting your hands up and exhaling, bring it down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So this is one way to do the same breath work. There's no right or wrong. There's just different techniques. You just have to follow one technique, stick with it, be good at it, and be great at it if you can. Otherwise, be good at it, be your best at it, and then move on to it. So there is this another way. There's so many different ways to do this posture pranayama. The goal is same, it works your lungs. If you are a smoker, it might help you with smoking. I'm not sure. I've never smoked in my life, so I have no idea what it's like. But it really puts you through lungs and so this is the one that I just did is Bhastrika Pranayam. If you're new, then just open your legs out and then just move it a little bit because it might have hurt your legs and do it every 15 minutes if you want to. I just thought I should just do this because my leg, because I haven't practiced my yoga today, so my legs started to like feel numb. So I thought that was so. And one since it's Valentine's Day in a couple of days, and this is 4 day series, what I want to focus on here is Valentine's Day is about love. So if you want to love someone, or if you want to give out love to people, make sure you love yourself first. So if you're uncomfortable sitting in that position, you're not loving yourself. You're just forcing yourself. So what you have to do is you have to let it go, let your legs out, move it. This is called self care and self love. So I'm loving myself just by doing this, right? Taking care of myself. And then coming back, and then I'll be able to give out. If my cup is full with love, that's what I'll be able to give, right? So if I'm full with anger, any kind of negative ego, that's what I'll give out. So make sure that when you practice this, and this is, I'm doing this 4 days workshop just so I'll give, I can give whatever I've learned from my books to whoever is watching me or whoever will watch me in the morning, their morning or whenever their time is. So let's try this. Sit in seated comfortable position. Your backbone has to be straight. There is no other way. Take support of your wall if you can't sit for a long time. Take support of something like this, a block, no, a roller. Put it in your back so that your backbone is straight. I have a yoga wheel. It's right over there. I'm not going to get it, but you have to use whatever you have. You can use pillows. I've seen people using pillows, cushions. Just make sure your back is straight. You're sitting on your seat. So let's just try it again. Whatever we just did. Close your eyes if you want to. You can open your eyes. Pick mudra. You can pick yoni mudra. You can pick Agyana Dhyana mudra. There are so many different mudras. You can pick anything you like. Make sure you can hold that position until you do finish your work. So sit straight. Inhale. Inhale. Since I like the high that breathwork gives me, I'm just going to do a faster pace one. And relax. Now, this was the first breath work. We have 4 days, and we're going to practice 2 breath work per day. So, first half of this workshop, it's been 30 minutes. I've practiced Bhastrika Pranayama. Now I'm going to move on, and I've taught you like different variation, different ways you can do it. Now let's move to this pranayama called Kapalabhati Pranayama. Kapalabhati Pranayama can be practiced by anyone and everyone. If you haven't done surgery, do not practice this. Make sure your doctor says okay to practice it. Go to workout and practicing breath work because Kapalabhati actually works your belly, works your pelvic system, it works your chest, it works everything. 99% of any kind of disease that you have, it can be cured by this pranayam, this and anulom vilom pranayam or nadi soda. We will get to that tomorrow. But today we're going to focus on Kapalbhati. If you're pregnant, don't do it. If you're planning to get pregnant, and if you have difficulty getting pregnant, do it a lot. Make sure your belly is empty. Do not have any. Your intestine is clear. Your belly is clear. Just make sure you drink a glass of lukewarm water 30 minutes practice. This pranayama it requires a few things. If you have hernia, don't practice it. Don't do it. It's really, really works it. If you have anything, any other health related issue, make sure I always say consult your doctor before you start practicing your workout, your yoga practice, even your breathwork practices. So make sure you consult your physician and doing good to your body and not harm. So let's just try this breathwork works with palpitation. If you are struggling with weight loss, if you're putting on weight, try this. And if you cannot put on weight, also try this because it works both ways. Kapalbhati Pranayam helps you with gaining weight and losing weight, both. It's all up to your body type because some of us cannot lose weight, some of us cannot put on weight. It's all our gene, it's all in our system. No matter how much you consume, food you consume, some people are not able to put on any weight. Um, my father was the same way, my brother is the same way, my husband is the same way. So they cannot put on weight no matter how much they work out or whatever the kind of thing they do. So it happens, and if you practice this Kapalbhati pranayam, you can actually put on weight if you body if you need weight or not. And if you're really if you're trying to just lose belly fat also, try this for a month, like a month straight, and you will see the difference. For a lot of women, it's so difficult to lose that pregnancy weight, the belly, lower belly fat weight. It's super duper impossible to lose. And this pranayam actually helps you lose that lower belly fat weight, that fat that's been stored there for a long time. You practice this pranayam for a long time, it'll help you lose. Of course, you have to make other life choices like eating good food and all that stuff. This all of the time will help you, but it's so to how to make sure if you're on your period, ladies, don't practice Kapalbhati pranayam if you're on your menstrual cycle. It does more harm because it is going to hit your lower back, lower abdomen. So don't do it. If you have bad back, spine injury, you can practice it 1 second, one stroke. But I know like people get super excited and they just try to do it at a faster pace. It's not good. It's in it's you might cause injury if you do it. So if you have bad back, spinal injury, don't do this Kapalbhati pranayam. Consult your physician or go to a person, a teacher, so that you can practice it. Don't do it online. You have to be very careful when you do this asana, this Kapalbhati pranayam, because you really have to be very conscious. Number one important thing is make sure your belly is empty. You cannot do it on if you have just eaten. Like I said, if you're a vegetarian, you're going to digest your food faster. But if you consume meat, it's going to take you a long time to digest your So if you consume any kind of meat, then you have to wait at least 8 hours for it to get digested, and you have to clear your tummy before you actually practice this prayer. So the best thing is to practice it early in the morning when your belly is empty and you've gone to the restroom. So let's try the Kapalabhati pranayama. Make sure your backbone is straight. You're picking a mudra. Usually people take this Vayu mudra. Vayu mudra helps you with any kind of if you have like um, air stored in your body, in your joints, in your belly, if you have constipation, all that kind of issues, then it helps you. Vayu mudra alone can help you. People take Vayu mudra for it's this pressing your index finger with your thumb, showing it to the sky and sitting. So make sure your backbone is straight. You're sitting straight. There. Breathing out through your nose, but the stroke is okay. I just started at the faster pace. I don't even know why. So if you're a beginner, just do this. So your belly is moving. You're only breathing out through your nose. You're technically not breathing in. So if you're a beginner, only do 10 cycles of these. And if you're advanced or if you're intermediate, do 30 rounds. So you can do 30 rounds of it. Take a deep breath and exhale. And then you can do it again. So let's try this. It's maybe 30 rounds. So take a deep breath in and out. I do it automatically because I'm so used to it. And this is my first breath workshop. I've done yoga classes online, but I've not really, I think I've only done one breath work last year. And I haven't done any after that. So I had so much that I needed to learn. And in a year, I accumulated quite a bit of knowledge, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. Um, and I have so much more to learn, but I'm sharing what I know. So this is called Bhati Pranayama. You can do it again. So we tried Anulom Vilom, sorry, we tried Vastrika and Kapalbhati Pranayam. So this is all we're going to do for today. And before we finish, we are going to practice our breath work tomorrow. Again, day 2 of our set. 4 days of this workshop. Please do join. If it doesn't fit your schedule, if my timing doesn't fit your schedule, you can always check out my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can like my Facebook page. It is Matrai on Facebook and on my YouTube. I'm going to change it to Fitness with Tiba so that it's easier for everyone to follow. I'll share this link, the YouTube link, on my LinkedIn profile. If you're a professional, find me on LinkedIn. If you are on Twitter, if you look at videos all the time, they'll be on my Twitter account as well. I'm going to link this on YouTube Live on my Instagram account also. So you can follow me wherever you are, in whatever platform you are in this on a social media. I have posted everywhere so that you can get something out of it and you can start your journey. So find me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So please do take care of your health. Do take care of your body, your mind, body, and heart. Practice yoga asana. I've completed 30 days of Empowered Yoga series by Travis Elliott. It's also on my YouTube channel. It's on Facebook Live. It's probably difficult to go find the series on my Facebook page, so I've put those videos online on YouTube. So do subscribe to the channel, like my Facebook page, and I'll share it on whatever social media I have. If I'm not on certain social media, please do let me know so that I can be there and I can share this with you guys. Do take care of your health, do take care of your body, do take care of your mind. A healthy body, everything is important until we get sick, and then the important thing becomes health. Health becomes priority. So why not make health our first priority and take care of our health before we do anything? Oh, my leg is kind of acting up now. So I'm going to get off this live. So before I end this live on all my social media platforms, I'm going to um, put my hands on Namaste. If you are also practicing with me, put it on. Bring your hands to either prayer or Namaste position. And let's bring our palms right in front of our chest, right in front of our heart. And let's do this prayer mudra. And let's just say, be grateful for today. Let's be grateful to God that God has given us this day. We woke up healthy. We don't have any kind of disease, life-threatening disease. All our family around us is healthy and are beautiful. Uh, we are we have taken care of our health. So thank this body for allowing us to do taking care of ourselves. And let's do one prayer. And if you know this prayer, please chant it with me. If you don't, then it's okay. Just listen. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Have a blessed day, everyone. I'm very grateful that you're here. I still have a couple of minutes, and I'm not going to take any questions because I don't know. I'm just working by myself, and I'm on 3 different platforms. So I'm just going to end my live everywhere. Whoever could join me today, I'm really, really grateful for everyone who could join. And if you're not able to join my live, do check out my social platform. It'll be uploaded there, and You can always practice in your time. So I am going to end my live on Facebook and on YouTube.